Do you intend to continue to campaign with Hasan Piker?
I'm focused on campaigning in this state, all over the state. I'm not as focused on who I'm campaigning with. I'm focused on who I'm campaigning for, which is the 10 million people in the state, reaching out to them in their communities like I have for the past 15 months.
What do you tell those people about whether or not this is a pie-in-the-sky dream that you're going around Michigan talking about?
Well, clearly I'm a different kind of Democrat, as we just talked about. $60 million spent to try and beat me because I don't take corporate money. I'm here to actually take on the challenges that working people face. Imagine you had a Congress that actually worked for you instead of worked for the corporations in the exact same way that Mike Rogers has made it work for a very long time. I really believe that Congress can do good things. That's why I'm running, because I'd like to make it do good things.
Spent 11-1 in this primary race. Republicans now see that as more winnable. This is the candidate they wanted. They're going to throw a ton of money at this to try to flip this seat. So I think people who are looking at this, particularly some Democrats who I've talked to, who are hoping that he will moderate some of his positions. I think one of the key ones to point to that he is not going to, you just heard him talking about Israel. And I want to tell you really quickly, as I was getting on the plane this morning, a guy who is a big fan of MS Now said to me, I'm anxious to see who wins. And I said, oh, did you vote? And he said, yes, I voted for Haley Stevens. And I said, oh, why? And he said, well, because of Israel, and I don't like the position that Abdul El-Sayed has on Israel. And in fact, if he wins, I will be voting for Mike Rogers. And you could not get more far apart, right, from two candidates than Mike Rogers and even Haley Stevens. But it's going to be interesting to listen to that, because this has been a primary conversation within this campaign. A campaign, though, that they clearly are celebrating. They have won. But let's be clear, while this is a
Sayed wins, I will not vote Democrat. I'll switch over, and I'll vote for a candidate with character, whoever that might be.
I expect Haley to prevail, and I'm very anxious about the socialist aspect of what Abdul and his supporters represent. I'm a liberal, but I'm not a socialist.
Abdul won. He pulled it out. And he's going to face off with the Republican, and it looks like it's a good opportunity for the Democrats to get this seat. And I'm trying to tell you, they're trying to pressure Abdul right now. They're trying to get him to denounce Hasan Piker, because Hasan Piker's made comments, because he's a blogger, he's a commentator. He's talked a lot of shit on the mic, as we all do in this position. You know, I look, I don't got a problem with anything Hasan Piker says on his show, because I say stuff on my show too. We're not running for office. That guy's running for office. And that guy knows where I end and where he begins. So what they're trying to do now is Democrats are afraid they won't have a wind-up doll. Democrats did not help Abdul get in. El-Sayed got in because of his platform. Last thing he needs to do is listen to Democrats, run-of-the-mill, vote blue, anywho, blue dog Democrats, trying to get him to revamp his message. You just won, not listening to him. Win again, not listening to him. That's crazy talk. The only caveat I will say is, if Hasan Piker, and look, and I'm pretty sure Hasan Piker has no problem sitting out. Yeah, like, he don't need to go around with Abdul doing the general. Now, if it's going to cost Abdul votes, now you let Piker cool his heels. Hasan don't live in Michigan anyway. What's the reason for him being there? He needed him in the primary. Now it's time for the Democrats to do what they're supposed to do. Circle the wagon around their Democratic nominee and let the process take place. I told y'all that's how they do. He just beat the favorite of the Democrats, being outspent 11-1. And now you want to come in with a new twisted game plan? Hell no. Mark my words, I'm sure Abdul will be smart enough to run his race. If you're going to lose your way. Don't switch. I don't even got to tell him. But I expect him to lose his way or win his way. Whatever it is, leave it all on the field and do it in a way that you can sleep at night and look in the mirror. All right, so a little bit on the specifics here. This is progressivism versus establishment. That's exactly what it is. And we see what's happening. The progressivism, which it just would have been more supportive of black issues, I still would have rocked with it. Because I think we do need healthcare. I think we do need free local college. I think we do need free trade schools. There are things that I would love to fight for. But if we're not going to ever have a black agenda that's accompanied with progressive, how progressive can it be? How progressive can the politics be if it doesn't include making right by foundational black Americans or black Americans, the builders of this country? If all other needs preempt our needs, how progressive is it? That's not progressive, that's regressive. So right now, everyone's talking about this because Michigan is in play. So the Republicans needed to maintain their House majority or their Senate majority. They need this. This may be a big changer for them. So I expect a whole lot more money to come out. They're going to circle the wagons. I expect Trump to go down there. I expect Vance go down there, it'll probably make things worse. Hell, for real, if Trump goes, things may get worse. Yeah. I believe this is Abdul's race to lose or to win. So he narrowly defeated Ashley Stevens. Haley Stevens, I'm sorry. Ashley Stevens was what? Damn, that's from Hillary Clinton. That's the one who asked Hillary Clinton about her comments about bringing them to heel, the predator, super predator comments back in 2016. Isn't that something? I still remember that verbatim. Ashley Stevens, hope she's doing well. But Haley Stevens was a nail biter. She could have won this thing. She did not win. So evidently, we had a lot of the Democrat vote blue anywhoos who felt comfortable sitting it out. So now those same people that sat it out, who obviously did not go down and vote for Stevens, now they're going to go and vote for Republican? See what I'm saying? And then this broadcaster, one of them, who said she encountered somebody on her way to work who had such negative comments to say about Abdul and his politics because of Hasan Piker, not because of something Abdul said, because of Hasan Piker's words on a podcast. That means they're listening to right-wing news, right-wing commentators. Take Hasan Piker comments and attribute them to Abdul because he was on a campaign trail. And don't get it twisted. Hasan said some things that were controversial, like, we deserve 9/11. Yeah. He didn't think that was going to come back and bite him. I'm sure he did. But my point is that we got Democrats who care so little about taking the power back from Trump. They, in order to fund Israel, they're willing to let Trump maintain his Senate majority. What's that tell you about the Democrats? And those same Democrats don't understand when black people say they're going to choose the couch. When we talk about choosing the couch, when some black people feel so apathetic, they feel like their needs are not being represented by their representative party, that they choose not to participate, we get to get berated by Roland. Did you hear any berating by the broadcaster here about the Democrats who are willing to vote Republican? Not at all. That makes sense. Core policies. This is the real reason why Abdul won. Medicare for all. Campaign finance reform. Hey, look, who was against that? We got to get this big money out of politics. Case in point, Cori Bush. AIPAC money dumped into that district race. More money spent. Medicare for all. Single payer. And this is my favorite because this resonates with, I don't care who you are. Money in your pocket. That's right. Medicare for all. In Citizens United, get money out of politics and put money in your pocket. Economic populism and affordability, a.k.a. money in your pocket, baby. Bam! That's what it's all about. He spoke the language of the people that are voting. He did not get caught up into jargon, big words, and all this other whatever, political correctness. None of that, or even this high-headed, overly, we are the world bullshit. He kept it simple. He kept it focused on people's kitchen table issues, the bills, the light bill, the food bill, the gas bill, and get money out of politics. And can we live, aka healthcare? And also high wages, housing, all that's in the pocketbook. So, and what was it? And his other issue that I thought was great, part of it is on immigration. He said common sense. We don't need ICE killing people, but we need a border. Wow. I wonder if they're calling him a white nationalist. Yeah, he said a secure border. Let me go verbatim for this because I get called a white nationalist because I say, hey, he did support abolishing ICE in its current form. But if they make changes to it, he's cool with it. He doesn't like it now. Let's reconfigure it a little bit. You don't want to get rid of it, so he's only using the language abolish because that's what probably some activists are most comfortable with. But if you're not for demolishing it, you're not trying to abolish it. If you want to revamp it, then use another word. Why don't we just use the word fix that shit? You know, I do find it insulting that mofos will run on abolishing ICE, will never run on abolishing police. That's because police basically kill us, not them. Yeah, we had 5 ICE killings in the last 2 years? How many cop killings we had in the last 2 years? But nobody will run on abolishing police. Or a black hate crime bill, which is a black anti-hate crime bill. So yeah, those are like his main issues. He also had a strong pro-union stance. And this sells all day. It's common sense. It's common sense policies. But yeah, I expect a lot more AIPAC money to get dumped in, man. He's pro-Palestinian. He wants to end the war in Gaza. You know they don't like that. Where is he at on these data centers? He calls for greater regulation, in some cases, public ownership ideas of AI firms, restrictions on accountability measures for data centers, energy environmental impacts, air protections related to short-term rentals, housing, dislocation fees. He supports clean air, water protections, and renewable energy goals. Fam, sounds like he's right in line to take these data centers and their impact seriously. So I started tonight talking about Cori Bush losing her race. And we ended on Abdul El-Sayed winning his race. A blowout loss and a squeaker win. Boy. Let me know what y'all think about El-Sayed and his race. What were they doing? What would they do? Michigan, what will you do? I expect this one to be a nail biter. All right, guys, that's really all I got for tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming here tonight. Let me know in the comments section if El-Sayed, Michigan, if you think the Democrats are going to sabotage their own guy to keep funding Israel or what? Damn. Hey, why don't they go vote? Not only not sit home, these guys said they're going to go vote for the Republican. Yeah. Cold-blooded. My people, my people, my people, what say you? How we doing? Well, we doing pretty good. They just want open borders, Johnson. That's sloganeering. Clyburn, my brother. Clyburn. That's sloganeering. That's sloganeering. Sloganeering. What's up, Herschel? How you doing, fam? Earth Angel, what's up? Earth Angel says at the end of the day, both parties looking for the bag. Always. Always. Is that Nene? Yes, it is. My moderator, Nene, in the house. What's up, Nene? How you doing? I didn't think it would be that close. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. What my friend say? He says, Willie Mae says he might win. Yeah, he might win. Man, you know, I tell you, it's one of the things, man. One of my issues, fam, is that I care. You know what I'm saying? So politics, I care about the people that it impacts. You know? So it's a tough game to be in when you care about something and you watch good people who could have done good for other people not win. And a lot of that is because of the party. Yeah. If the party does, like the party, people don't know this. Chuck Schumer verbally bashed Abdul. Said he didn't want to see Abdul in D.C. Yeah, he said that. What's up, Clive? What's up, Slim Slammer? He said he did not want to see Abdul in D.C. Chuck Schumer said that. And now he wins. Yeah, he wins. So it's going to be something. It's going to be something. That's awkward, isn't it? When the guy you voted against may help you take the Senate. The guy you shitted on. Yeah. So now I saw comments on Schumer totally different. He's like, oh, we should work together. Yeah, maybe we can work together after all. Yeah.
Next up with Tim Black.